Right, today's video. Maybe this one will get taken down, but AEW, you might be the one. TNA, you might be the one. Don't take it down, okay? Because we got a damn good one on our hands. And it's just an opinion, and you'll both like it. So you only want positive vibes out there? Leave me alone. Alright, leave me alone and don't claim it. Scott Steiner's Math promo. One of the most legendary promos ever in the world of professional wrestling. Became a meme. We're going to go into that. But did you know it's been referenced so many times over the years? And I'm looking at who did it best. So I'm going to stick some things on the channel, comment along the way, and let's get into this. So what we're going to do first, we want the original, don't we? Let's go with the original.
Angle and Samoa Joe.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Samoa Joe,
Straight in.
and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if
This
you
is
go one-on-one
legendary.
with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a
Right,
genetic
I've got to
freak,
pause it
and I'm
straight
not
away.
normal.
Okay.
So you got a 25%.
Now this is why. Because most promos have a build-up. But he is straight in. You know, they say all men are created equal. It's straight into promo mode that he's obviously practiced and rehearsed. And it's so challenging to know this. But we're going to come on to someone who absolutely nailed it first take. But look at this.
So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix. Your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and two-thirds chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not
It's
even
got
going
to
to
be
try.
up there.
So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we used to go one-on-one.
Pause, right? Petey Williams here, who at the time, his whole gimmick was trying to be like Scott Steiner, obviously from on your screen. If you never saw this at the time, I did watch TNA at this time, because it was available in the UK. And Petey Williams, I think it was, you can see his brain going, do these maths add up? Because I think they do. Let's get back on it.
Add 66 and two-thirds percent. I got 141 and two-thirds chance of winning at Sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
Absolutely tremendous. By the way, look at the size of Scott Steiner here. I mean, that Petey Williams guy, he's not exactly small, is he? But he looks tiny compared to him. And those two are just mind-blown in the middle. They're like, what is this guy on about? It's legendary. Right. And then one of the best, there's been many references to it over the years, which I'll show you now. Braun Breaker is definitely the future of this business. This guy's epic. But when he referenced it the first time in NXT, I don't think most of the crowd realised how good this moment was.
Number one contender, the way that I see it, if my math is correct, which it always is,
But
you have a 33 and a third percent chance of winning.
that'll do for that. Absolutely tremendous. I only wanted to see the one line. I wish he would have expanded on it, but it was good enough. So at the moment, Scott Steiner's in first place. Right. Next one. Let's check the next one.
See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% chance at best to beat me. Then you add my boy Cole watching my back to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, at our match at Grand Slam, you got a 33 and one-third chance of winning, but I got a 66 and two-third chance of winning because everyone in New York knows you can't beat me. So Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and one-third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and one-third chance of winning at Grand Slam. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, since we're wrestling in my home state of New York, and then you add 66 and two-third percent chance, I got a 141 and two-third percent chance of winning at Grand Slam. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you in Arthur Ashe. Disaster!
Pause it at the end. First of all, there's a couple of bits on this, and that's why AEW don't take it down. They have on their hands one of the most elite promos of all time. This guy is so talented, it's on another level. He's absolutely incredible. To spiel that off on one go, the only critiques I would have loved to see him, one, slow it down a bit, and two, no, you don't add Adam Cole into the mix. You got to add when you add Kurt Angle to the mix, that is when the maths equation is correct. But anyway, apart from that, absolutely flawless. And the fact, I bet the guy, that was his first take. He's that good. I seriously doubt whether he needed more or much rehearsal for it, practicing. The guy's a joke how good he is. Absolutely phenomenal. Right, one more reaction to it. One more reaction. Right, we're going to go straight into Jim Cornette's promo on it and Jim Cornette's reaction to it. Because I think at the time he said he was there. He would have been working in the company around then, from what I remember. But let's see what he says.
What are your thoughts on the Steiner Math promo? If you have not seen it, can you please play it? Well, we've seen it.
I was there when he did it.
What do you remember about it? Was it an instant classic as soon as it happened?
Well, yes, because it was Scotty doing a promo. There was nothing. That was not written, obviously. I mean, you couldn't write it. And there was just some line that had been suggested to Scott with the percentages in it or something that he fixated on. I can't remember exactly where the genesis of it came up, but as they were rolling, he just did that promo off the top of his head. It didn't make any sense because a lot of his promos didn't. But as we've mentioned, the guys that had personality could do promos that if you wrote down and examined the words didn't make a lick of sense, but it sounded great because of the way they did it. And it was a tickle and it was funny. But then there was a couple of times everybody made such a big deal out of it, he tried to revisit it and try to do it again, but on purpose this time instead of just doing it. And you could never do it on purpose again. And then people have done takeoffs on it and made fun of it and whatever and doing, homages or whatever. But it's just one of those things that the reason why it got over was because it wasn't written, it wasn't planned.
So I agree with him there that he's right, that it doesn't have to make sense. Kind of like the Ultimate Warriors promos. If they've got so much charisma and do it with so much conviction, it almost doesn't have to make sense to be a great promo. So I totally get that. But yeah, for me, this is one of the best ever that just is remembered. For not the right reasons or same reasons to say a Ric Flair one or Austin 316 or anything like that. It's not in that category. But for a stand the test of time one, and to be kind of like a pop culture in wrestling circles over the years and still be relevant to this day, and you still remember it if you remember it from the time, shows you how good it was. Title. Who's the title going to? It's going to Scott Steiner. It was the best one, and it's the best one of all time, obviously, and probably his best promo, although there's many reactions out there, or many compilations I should say, of him just going off with stuff, and amazing promos, especially was in TNA. He was playing a lunatic in there, but I suppose he was anyway, wasn't he? But absolutely phenomenal. What a legend. And also the meme off the back of it, I'll put on the screen. That guy, whoever created that, got millions of views of just doing the math on screen with the promo. That's the meme level this thing went to. And if you've never seen it, you've seen it now. Check out the originals. Don't take this video down, you lot. It's just positive stuff about all of you. TNA, AEW, WWE. Look, it's what we're here to do, isn't it? Critique and be fans. And amazing stuff. Jim Cornette, bang on the money, and Brian Last, bang on the money, as they nearly always are. You know what to do. Subscribe and all that. Share it around if you need to. Send it to someone before he gets taken down, because he might do. I hope not. But yeah, absolutely legendary stuff. Take it easy. Bye-bye.